Hi, this is Dave, and welcome to Moonride, where we're channeling the man in the moon. Today, I'm going to channel just about anything that comes through. I'm actually on vacation, and I have no idea what is going on in the world. I haven't looked at the internet in at least 3 days. Not the worst thing to do, to be perfectly honest. But I would like to see what is going on right now, especially in the Trump world. Maybe I shouldn't call it that. Let's call it the Trump disaster. All right. So, Great Spirit, what can we tell people that will be useful about what's next? Okay, so definitely Donald Trump is here. It's funny because he's actually cutting a Christmas present. Okay, if you have something that ties up like a bow, he's cutting a bow in it, but he's cutting it quite violently. And I just have the feeling that he's just cutting stuff up. He's cutting connections, he's cutting, you know, relationships. He looks really quite angry. He's getting closer and closer to the package itself. Aha, this gives me the feeling he's just gonna do crazier and crazier and crazier stuff. Okay, Great Spirit, I'm gonna ask, should we be worried? I mean, with this crazy guy in the office, should we be worried about our physical safety, for example? One thing that is positive is that he is quite isolated. And I do see him with this pair of scissors, but that's as strong as he appears to get. He doesn't have his fingers near any other weapon. It feels to me like he's been somewhat neutralized because everybody knows he's crazy, and they've all sort of hidden the codes. But he's doing this very destructive thing. He's just kind of madly cutting. There's no reason to cut the, bow off the present. You could just open the package. He doesn't even know what's in the package. He doesn't care. Expect him to do these very self-destructive acts, almost as a taunting. I mean, I'm sure many of you are wondering if he's just doing this so that he can make a deal. I'll stop destroying America if you guys give me a free pass. Don't send me to jail. And I just get the feeling he's not going to get that far. I think that already the wheels are in motion to remove him. I just think that everybody is beginning to realize, even those conservatives, that this could be not just a major disaster, but a series of minor disasters. They have talked. I mean, I can see them talking, sitting around a table. Trump isn't there. They're talking about what to do and how to get rid of this guy. They're all very, very upset and nervous. They do realize like the implications of this, and they're mostly after their own skins. I don't see anybody doing anything noble. But it's like they're at a table in the White House, but Trump's not invited. And I'm going to suggest that Trump's able to do some pretty damaging things, but they're going to limit his powers. And they are thinking of how to get rid of him. They're thinking of which way to remove him is the best. And this is the old guard, Mitch McConnell type guys. And they're the guys that they know won't squeal. They're not the nut jobs that are going to go talk to Trump. And they're thinking of every way to get rid of him. Like, there's people in the room who've considered assassination. They're not going to do that right now, but they have thought about it. All right. I keep seeing a pair of scissors, and it's like he's stabbing somebody in the eye. Again, the scissors. Yeah, it's just like he's making people so angry. McConnell can ignore him until he comes up with a pair of scissors and threatens to poke out his eye. It's that kind of in your face, do something. Okay. And the spirit, some people are starting to say that, or they've been saying for a while, that Trump is actually a drug addict, that he's taking some version of speed. Do we know if this is true? I do see him doing a lot of speed, and it's driving him crazy. This is one reason why he is acting this way. He's going crazier and crazier. Spirit, what else can we know about Donald or the government? What else is useful? Hmm. Okay, I don't know what this means. I'm seeing arrows flying over my head, just thousands of arrows, and they seem to be they seem to be shot by an Aboriginal people, a native people are down there shooting this. And it's like I'm in a valley and they're going over my head, but I can see them and I can see them sort of um, rushing forward. Spirit, can you tell me what does this mean? Hmm. It could have some. It looks like it could have something to do with the environment. I'm getting a kind of you know, nature fights back or feeling out of this. Uh-huh. So I can see a big cloud and it's starting to circle around the sun. And it's starting to make the sunlight filter through this cloud. It just feels like, pollution or some kind of danger, but it's really set off the native people. They have reacted. Can you tell me more, Spirit, about what this means? I see Donald Trump falling. He's falling through a cloud, and he's just falling, falling, falling. And maybe these Aboriginal people, native people, are just, you know, they are the true people, and they are fighting back. And it just feels like the truth is fighting back with 1,000 arrows. Trump will not be successful at his ventures. He will be neutralized. The actions is doing right now will cause extraordinary reactions, and it feels like just the average person. It feels like these people with the arrows are the true people. Maybe the people that care, the people that matter, the people that um, care for the earth. They are responding with 1,000 arrows. Yeah, simple people, I see simple houses. And by that, I don't mean huts or anything like this. I mean a small house. It feels like just regular people, normal, working class, middle class people are turning on him. That's how I'm getting this. Okay, Spirit, I'm going to ask again. Will the Congress react? Will the Congress do something to stop him? The energy is getting stronger and stronger for removal. They're getting more and more agitated in even in Republican circles. So one of those arrows that I've seen shot, Mitch McConnell's taking him and he's cracking it in half. So he's still trying to control things. He's still trying to manage the population, but they're overwhelmed. The arrows are just overwhelming them, and it's kind of like the pitchforks are out there they're ready to get rid of them because they're seeing their own lives are in danger. Their own political futures are in danger. And I even mean their own lives. I mean, they're getting to the point where they're thinking that people might just stand up and revolt and, literally take over. It's not beyond their comprehension. It's not beyond their belief. They're seriously considering how far this could go in either direction. So they need to get rid of him, and they know it. They're just trying to figure out the easiest way to do that. It's funny because I keep seeing a regular person's house. Okay, so I see a regular person's house, and now they're kind of going inside. It's strange because inside this house, children are watching the television, but the adults have left, and it doesn't feel like so much a period of. I can't tell what it is. It feels a bit ominous. The children are staring at the television really intently, and they seem very concerned. But it's like their parents have gone to the protest. The adults have left the house to go take care of something. The children are left alone and they're watching. Hmm. So why are the parents not there? I'm kind of just getting that that we are fighting this battle for our children, right? The next generation is watching it all on television, and this is even maybe a very young generation is watching this on television, and they understand what this is about. So while we're casting about to try to find solutions to these problems as well, we should be keep in mind that the next generation is observing all of it. They will understand it in its context. The fake news will no longer have any power over them after several years. We'll know what the truth is. And this will guide us. The next generation will be guided. It also seems like the parents have left. They've had enough. They're not watching the television, right? They seem to be going out and they're doing something. So I feel like this is really important that changes afoot. The parents aren't sitting in front of the television. They have gone off to take care of business. And they do seem to be protesting in the street. The parents seem to be really angry. They've just reached a point almost of no return in their fury at what is going on. I don't know what has happened. Maybe it seems like we've endured every outrage thus far. I don't know what more could happen that could make these people so finally hit the streets if they haven't already. I mean, maybe they have hit the streets before, but it seems like every household is the parents are done. They're doing something. The old people are at home. They're not moved. But, adults, people, under 60, they're they're out there. Please keep in mind this is all symbolic. I don't mean all adults or all elderly people. Um, it's just a symbol of them because that's a majority. Let's see, what else? Okay, so I'm in a boat. It's almost like a rowboat. We're going towards the shore. It looks like Manhattan. It's a city, and it's like a old wooden boat. There's a hole in the wooden boat. I'm getting nervous. Okay, now I gotta swim. I have my paddle in my hand, so I'm floating. Right, and I think this is all of us. We're all in this situation where the democracy is sinking our boat, and we have to swim there. Right now, we're gonna make it, but we have to swim. It's not going to be a passive thing. It's not going to be a thing that we predicted. It's going to require everything that we got to get there. We'll get there, We will swim, and I'm going to use my oar to help the two other people who aren't swimming so well. We have to work together to do this, but it is going to be that earthy. It is going to be that necessary. It is going to be that important that we work together with people in our community that can't help as well, or can't help themselves as well, or maybe we don't, they have different skills or something like this. We have to do this. And it's just, there's nothing else. It is about us. There are no rules that are going to back us up, no boat that's going to help us float. We are going to get there, but it's going to take all of our energy and our effort. I want to say that kind of this last message from Spirit, which is that it is going to work out. We're going to be better. The future generations are going to observe what we did, and they're going to know them for what they are, right? So if it helps to motivate you, remember, you are doing this for the next generation. Even if you're speaking the truth in a room where you're the only one speaking the truth, the next generation will know you as that person who didn't salute, Hitler, like that picture where there's the one fellow who's not saluting. The future will know you. So if you feel very lonely where you are, remember, this won't last forever. The other thing that I'm getting is we've really got to work together right now to solve this. It's going to require unusual and very, pragmatic abilities that we didn't necessarily think that we had to use right now, but we're going to have to do them. But ultimately, I do see success. We have arrived at the shore and we're all worked out, and we're actually kind of excited because we did something that we all thought we couldn't do. So please remember as you're moving forward, there is a light at the end of this tunnel. It doesn't appear to me right now that Trump is going to do, ultimate damage. Let's just put it that way. He'll bang around this economy, and he'll do a lot of things. But he's really actually kind of just testing the senators to see if they will finally do their jobs. And again, that might be very necessary for us to know, right? Are those senators ever going to do their jobs? How far does he have to go to make them do those jobs? That is what's going to be on display for us, and again for the next generation. Is there anything else we need to know, Great Spirit? America, I will come out in the end. It will survive, and it will learn, and it will get better. Right? All right, and on that note, thanks for watching.